Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of 40 and Beyond. I'm Delora Gooden. So as my title suggests, I'll be speaking to you today about monitoring your blood glucose level at home. So in my prior two last videos, have been speaking to you about diabetes and a recommended test that I suggested for my viewers and subscribers, and a test that I myself will be taking. Now, what I decided was that I should start monitoring my blood glucose level before I do that test. Now, just a question for you. Have you ever wondered, what your sugar level is like? Have you ever wondered what foods spike or how they affect your blood sugar level? Well, this is a way for you to know by just monitoring it yourself, right? So what I have decided to do is that I would use the common practice which is applicable to diabetics, which is you test your sugar 2 hours after eating, and also you test your fasting sugar, which is 8 hours. So you'll stop eating round about, the doctors normally say 10 o'clock the night before, and the prior morning, the next morning, you test your sugar. So you don't eat anything after you've eaten 10 o'clock, the latest. In the night, the next morning, you'll get your sugar tested. You don't have anything. The only thing you can have is water. So that's what that's a method that I've decided to do to test my blood glucose level. And what I've done also is to record it. So what I do, I'm not sure if you can see, is I put the date, I put what I ate, everything that I ate, and then I test the time that I would have had the last bite or swallow, and then 2 hours after I'll test my sugar and see what my levels are at that time, and I'll record it. And same thing for the fasting sugar. So the night before, whatever time I stop, 8 hours after, I ensure I take my sugar 8 hours after, or a little bit more, depending on the time that I'm able to take it after my last meal, and I'll record that. But what I'll do, as I said before, is to record what I eat, so I know based on my recordings or my results of my sugar test, how the food I would have eaten would have affected my sugar, right? So in doing that, the expectation is that when I do my HbA1c test, dependent on the result, if I need to consult, or possibly I will consult even if I don't need to, a nutritionist, I'll say, because some doctors have no nutritional training. They really are just stuck to, okay, if you're sick, you're sick. If you're not sick, you're not sick. If you're sick, they put you on medication. So that hence the reason we have nutritionists, right? So if it is that I need to get to a nutritionist, or if I choose to get to a nutritionist, I'll have information which I can supply to him or her, and they would possibly be able to be better guided as to the type of foods I should or should not take, or what works best for me. Because the truth is, when you eat, if you're concerned about your sugar level being diabetic or pre-diabetic, the aim is to keep insulin low and to prevent or reverse insulin resistance. That's what I'm trying to do, right? Keep insulin low, or if it is that I have insulin resistance, based on what my result will tell me, I want to be able to reverse it. Now, what I have researched and found is that when you eat food separate and apart from each other, it triggers your insulin less than a combination of certain foods, right? But what I've also found is that there are some foods that you can eat in reverse. So say, for argument's sake, you normally eat bread and then chicken. Possibly if you eat the chicken and then the bread, it makes a difference. So what I want to know is a combination of foods, or the way I eat the food, meaning, what I eat first, what I eat second, what I eat last, how they affect my blood sugar level, right? So I actually ate 2 hours ago. I had, let me just look at, I'm going to tell you what I ate. I had 9 cream crackers. It's not a lot of food that I really ate. I had a half tin of tuna. I had some okra. I had blended some okra and cinnamon water with chia seeds, right? And I took my tablespoon of cod liver oil and zinc. So what I'm going to do now is to test my blood sugar levels to see how it is that what I would have eaten would have affected it. I also am concerned about the okra combination with the cinnamon and the chia seeds. I want to know if it would help to keep my insulin level, or my blood sugar level less. Reason being, last night I had the same cream crackers, tuna, but I had flaxseed with the cinnamon water as opposed to the chia seed. And what I found is that my glucose result was 5.3, and normal what I found with the other combinations of food that I've been having each night, I've been getting like 5.9. I've gotten 5.6, and I've gotten, yes, 5.9, 5.6. Those are the results I've been getting, but this one I got 5.3. So I want to see if possibly you know, the flaxseed with the cinnamon helped, or you know, what would be my result now with the okra blended with the cinnamon and the chia seed instead of flaxseed. Although I didn't use okra yesterday, but I did have some okra yesterday during the day. So this is my backpack that I take everywhere, and in my backpack I have my blood glucose monitor. Now some persons may say, Delora, so how you have a blood glucose monitor, you're not diabetic? Well, my father is diabetic, and for persons in Jamaica, if you're diabetic and you're on the NHF plan, they will give you a monitor every year, right? Nothing is wrong with the monitor, but they give you a new one every year. So what I did was to take one of my dad's old monitors, and I'm now using it for myself so I can check my blood sugar level, right? So if you have any family members who are diabetic, get them on the NHF plan. You get medication for free at the DrugServe pharmacies, and there are private pharmacies that also still offer the DrugServe medication. You pay like about $40, but at DrugServe you pay nothing at all. But it's just that the wait is long at the DrugServe. So yeah, so I'm going to now, let me see if I can put the camera a little down so you can see what I'm doing, right? So this is the monitor. These are the strips. So it's a code-free monitor that is being given here in Jamaica. I will, oh, and I understand if you want a monitor, you actually can get one. What you'd have to do is to go to the pharmacy, ask them for one, and they will tell you to purchase the strips, and they'll give you the monitor, right? So you're gonna put the strip in the monitor, and this is the needle that you're going to use to prick my sister pricks here on her hand. You can prick here on your thumb. I find this to be the easiest, but it may be a little bit, you know, it's like a shock. You don't really feel anything here, but for me it takes a longer time to get blood here, so hence I'm gonna prick it here, just because of time, and I don't want to keep you too long here. I already had placed my needle in the monitor. I have a set of needles, lancets here, so you know, you change your needles and stuff. So I'm going to prick my finger now and test my sugar and see what it's like. So you know, you just squeeze your finger a little, there's blood at the top. You put it on you shoot it. Oops, okay, I'm not seeing any blood. My needle just fell. Let me take it up. I try not to put it at a high number. I had it at 2.5. It's not really focusing, but I had it at 2.5. I'm gonna put it at 3. The reason I don't put it all the way at 3 all the time is because I don't like the sting, but hey, I'm gonna do it now. All right, I felt it. There you go, blood. I have enough blood. I'm gonna put it on the strip. I actually have a lot of blood now, and let's wait for the reading. All right, so my sugar is at 5. That's actually good. So it's less than what I got last night eating the same thing. But the difference is that this time I did okra, cinnamon water, and chia seed. Last night I only did cinnamon water with the flaxseed. That's the only difference between last night and today. Well, actually, no, I added zinc. I took some zinc. I don't know if that affects your blood sugar. I doubt vitamins affect your blood sugar. But hey, so I'm gonna now record that I got a testing of 5. So what I will do tonight, I may eat the same thing tonight, and in eating the same thing tonight, I will do the okra with the cinnamon water and the flaxseed and see if my blood sugar level comes less, is less than the 5.3. Well, sorry, no. Yes, I'm going to add the and see if it's less than the 5 or still the 5 with the flaxseed. So like I said, what I want to do is to know what combination of things keep my sugar where it's supposed to be. 5 is good. I'm sorry for persons who don't know the readings. 5, the doctor says up to 6 is good. Right, up to 6 is good for like regular blood testing for a non-diabetic person. Up to 6 is good. Anything above 6 point up to 6.3, 6 to 6.3 is pre-diabetic, and above that is diabetic, right? All doctors have different information, so you'll have to see what your doctor says. In terms of taking your sugar after eating, I understand up to 6.7 is good after 1 to 2 hours of eating, and I think they say like about 5.6, 5.7 if it's more than 2 hours that you're gonna be testing your sugar. So mine is at 5 after 2 hours. So yes, so guys, thanks for joining me and watching me do my test my blood glucose level. I ask you again to support my channel by subscribing, sharing, commenting. Tell me anything if you are like me, who are concerned about being or not getting to being diabetic or pre-diabetic, and you know the steps that you have taken, what has worked for you, what has not worked for you, right? So thanks again for joining me on another episode of 40 and Beyond, and see you next time. Bye.